Fellas Sports TV. We're in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And yeah, some shocker went down in court today. If you didn't know, they took Friday off in the 6ix9ine trial. He went back to, you know, to jail in the Snitch unit. But today, his driver Jorge Rivera, or one-time driver, and I'll link all this in the description on the article. He got all the tweets, everything in there from XXL Magazine. Shout out to them. In the Inner City Press, they tweeting live for the trial that Jorge Rivera, which was to 6ix9ine's driver, was an informant. He was the informant. He was the rat. He was the feds. Plant in the gang. And he said that he never told 6ix9ine, and he was under oath. I never told 6ix9ine that I was cooperating, and he became suspicious at the end though. So his driver was who the feds had planted in there. And you ask, how did they get the driver? The driver was arrested by ICE, so he's probably about to get deported. You know, since Trump really cracked down on the illegal immigrants in the country. ICE been going crazy. You know, they got 21 Savage. It came out that he was, from the UK, and obviously Tekashi 6ix9ine driver was from, I guess, from Mexico or some other foreign country. And he said that he was the rat in prison. And Shotty did an interview, it's over the internet, saying it was another rat in the crew. But I don't even know, they knew that the driver was a rat. So at the end of the day, it was just insurance. Anybody look at 6ix9ine, just like the Joker said, and I'm gonna keep saying it when talking about this topic. In The Dark Knight, when the Chinese man was holding out their money and he went back to China, he said, "I know a squiller, and he's a squiller, and the Batman has no jurisdictions." And Batman went over to China and grabbed his ass and brought him back, and he started snitching. Everybody knows 6ix9ine was a snitch. I mean, you can look at him, bruh. Anybody with a little bit of street smarts and a little bit of street knowledge can look at 6ix9ine and say, if they get squalls, he gonna squeal. But the driver was insurance, so that's why the feds got a 97% conviction rate. So he also was cooperating, getting them to play-by-play as well. And maybe nobody would have thought it was the driver. Maybe he did a good job playing his role, but he wanted to stay in the country. And that's what snitching is about. Snitching just ain't about, it's basically about not doing time and getting your time cut, or not, and it's just not going to jail, and that's just what it boiled down to. Everybody want to say from their perspective what they would have done, but when they come down and they say, well, you gotta get deported and your family here, what you gonna do? He a working man, he a driver, he don't live by the street code, so you gotta watch people in your circle, man, and it was inevitable for that game to go down. They just didn't operate smart. They just didn't operate smart. They was too loose lips on the phone. They was recording what they was doing. Trey Shotty didn't learn from what 6ix9ine was doing, all in the video, all in the cameras, and all that other stuff, man. You got to learn from past mistakes if you're gonna make it in that type of game. And they doing all this Trey and all this woofing and stuff, and just by letting 6ix9ine in, just because he had the talent, it ended up hurting him. The greed of money. He was the money maker in the thing, but I wonder if anybody else grow suspicious of the driver, though. That's the thing about it. But at the end of the day, Jorge said, shit, I'm staying in the country, and my family gonna stay in the country. So I don't even know if they knew it. Well, they obviously didn't know ICE had got them, but it was inevitable for them to go down, man. They just didn't move smart. Talking loose lips on the phone, they just didn't move smart. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smarter than that. Social media, street people with business in the street should never be on social media. Period. People with business in the street shouldn't be on social media at all. Not a Facebook, not an Instagram. If you doing any illegal activity or you got a illegal street life, you shouldn't be on social media. But hey, I'm not sure what all the tea the driver spilled, but hey, we gonna see when more come out. I'll link the article in the description so you can check it out. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. They got 100% all natural products. Trust me, they dope. Lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Try that lemon toothpaste. Everybody keep getting at me saying it's real. It's the real deal, organic, 100%. You ain't got to worry about those cancerous chemicals that they put in your everyday products. Check them out. The website, thehealthblaze.com, is in the description. Also, the promo code, get 18% off your every purchase you get, is in the description as well. And don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. Good for the sports TV. We gone.